Enjoy a test drive and the opportunity to drive one of these powerful vehicles off the lot for half the price. Yes, half the price. Now's the time to get yourself to Valley View by car, on foot, or even by air to take advantage of this outrageous sale. You better get here quickly, because this promotion is only going on for 24 hours, and the automobiles are leaving the lot faster than you can say four-wheel drive. Valley View Automotive, a dealership you can depend on.
I came to Illinois Media School because I want to give back to the current students. It's something that really means a lot to me as an instructor, as a mentor, because I've been in this business for over 20 years, so it meant a lot to me to be able to come back and just teach some of the tricks of the trade to the students here at Illinois Media School. I'm Jonathan Hood from SiriusXM NBA Radio and ESPN Radio from the Illinois Media School campus in Lombard, and I am IMS.
This is your home for sports.
Longtime fans.
Sports is like life. SportsTownChicago.com.
Are you ready for this? Valley View Automotive has all of the hottest SUVs you've been looking for. Enjoy a test drive and the opportunity to drive one of these powerful vehicles off the lot for half the price. Yes, half the price. Now's the time to get yourself to Valley View by car, on foot, or even by air to take advantage of this outrageous sale. You better get here quickly, because this promotion is only going on for 24 hours, and the automobiles are leaving the lot faster than you can say four-wheel drive. Valley View Automotive, a dealership you can depend on.
I came to Illinois Media School because I want to give back to the current students. It's something that really means a lot to me as an instructor, as a mentor, because I've been in this business for over 20 years, so it meant a lot to me to be able to come back and just teach some of the tricks of the trade to the students here at Illinois Media School. I'm Jonathan Hood from SiriusXM NBA Radio and ESPN Radio from the Illinois Media School campus in Lombard, and I am IMS.
This is your home for sports.
Longtime fans.
Sports is like life. SportsTownChicago.com.
Are you ready for this? Valley View Automotive has all of the hottest SUVs you've been looking for. Enjoy a test drive and the opportunity to drive one of these powerful vehicles off the lot for half the price. Yes, half the price. Now's the time to get yourself to Valley View by car, on foot, or even by air to take advantage of this outrageous sale. You better get here quickly, because this promotion is only going on for 24 hours, and the automobiles are leaving the lot faster than you can say four-wheel drive. Valley View Automotive, a dealership you can depend on.
I came to Illinois Media School because I want to give back to the current students. It's something that really means a lot to me as an instructor, as a mentor, because I've been in this business for over 20 years, so it meant a lot to me to be able to come back and just teach some of the tricks of the trade to the students here at Illinois Media School. I'm Jonathan Hood from SiriusXM NBA Radio and ESPN Radio from the Illinois Media School campus in Lombard, and I am IMS.
This is your home for sports.
Longtime fans.
Sports is like life. SportsTownChicago.com.
Are you ready for this? Valley View Automotive has all of the hottest SUVs you've been looking for. Enjoy a test drive and the opportunity to drive one of these powerful vehicles off the lot for half the price. Yes, half the price. Now's the time to get yourself to Valley View by car, on foot, or even by air to take advantage of this outrageous sale. You better get here quickly, because this promotion is only going on for 24 hours, and the automobiles are leaving the lot faster than you can say four-wheel drive. Valley View Automotive, a dealership you can depend on.
I came to Illinois Media School because I want to give back to the current students. It's something that really means a lot to me as an instructor, as a mentor, because I've been in this business for over 20 years, so it meant a lot to me to be able to come back and just teach some of the tricks of the trade to the students here at Illinois Media School. I'm Jonathan Hood from SiriusXM NBA Radio and ESPN Radio from the Illinois Media School campus in Lombard, and I am IMS.
This is your home for sports.
Longtime fans.
Sports is like life. SportsTownChicago.com.
Are you ready for this? Valley View Automotive has all of the hottest SUVs you've been looking for. Enjoy a test drive and the opportunity to drive one of these powerful vehicles off the lot for half the price. Yes, half the price. Now's the time to get yourself to Valley View by car, on foot, or even by air to take advantage of this outrageous sale. You better get here quickly, because this promotion is only going on for 24 hours, and the automobiles are leaving the lot faster than you can say four-wheel drive. Valley View Automotive, a dealership you can depend on.
I came to Illinois
between the Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, on SportsTownChicago.com for the third place matchup here at the Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic for 2023. This matchup between the Oswego East Wolfpack and the Brother Rice Crusaders. Nick Johnson here on the call with Chris Rose and ready to go for this battle game. Once again, as we're getting ready for these starting lineups for the two matchups. As we're ready to tip off for this, Chris, what can we expect for these two teams right here?
Man, I expect this to be high quality basketball. This is supposed to whet the appetite for the championship game because these two teams very easily could be playing for the championship. I mean, Brother Rice lost in overtime last night. Oswego East had been to the championship game the previous two times they'd made it here. So a bit of a down result for Oswego East, but I expect Javion Starwood to lead the way. A lot of athleticism from that body wearing 22 in Navy.
Yeah, Starwood was the star last night a little bit for Oswego East, even in the 54-39 loss to DePaul Prep. And on the other end, Marion Catholic beat Brother Rice in double overtime, 75-74. An exciting matchup right there. And there we are with the lineups ready to go. Ready to go for the Brother Rice Crusaders. Xavier Fitch, number 1. Tyler Wooten, number 2. Number 3, Marcos Gonzalez. We see number 10, Kale Cosme, and number 21, Caden Workman. On the opposite end, we got Andrew Wiggins, number 1. Number 4, Braden Murphy. Number 10, Noah Mason. Number 21, Andrew Pullman. And number 22, Javion Starwood. All set to go for the Oswego East Wolfpack. So again, just ready to go for this tip-off in this third place action in this highly anticipated, great so far Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic.
Happy to be back here again. Another tournament in the books. Well, it will be in the books in about 2 or 3 hours. So get ready for the championship game between Marion and DePaul Prep. I saw some of the Marion fans filtering in. Oh, yeah, it's got a fun atmosphere inside this Hinsdale Bank Gym right now.
Yes, it's been a long day. This is game 7
long
of
day
8.
Indeed.
Game 7 of 8 days. This will be game 31 of 32 of this entire week. So fantastic way to wrap up this weekend as the tip is set to go, as the Brother Rice Crusaders in their all-white jerseys with the red letters and numbers win the tip. Fitch at the top of the key, hands it on over to Wooten. Wooten to Workman on the right wing on the three-point line. Back over to Wooten at the top of the key. Leaves it on over to Fitch, who couldn't grab onto the ball for the possession. Going over to Oswego East. Oswego East on the opposite end, and that'll be down low and good to Braden Murphy, while the Oswego East are in their all-blue jerseys with the white to complement there on the numbers and letters. Nice little pass down low there to Workman. Out there to Fitch on the left wing for 3, and that'll be good. It's an opening basket. Just under a minute to play already. 3-2 in favor of the Brother Rice Crusaders.
That was a pure 3 from Fitch. Nice shot from that left wing. The guard play has been key for Brother Rice, but they're getting Fitch involved early.
And he'll have the reach advantage, being 6'7" in this ball game as Oswego East turns it over. A lot of turnovers last night. And it'll be turning over in this ball right now. Top of the key, Fitch could have put it up right there, but didn't.
Yeah, Starwood gave him about 3 feet of space. I was surprised he didn't pull it.
Gonzalez now to Workman. Workman trying to find it down low to Fitch, but dribbles it out to Cosme. Cosme dribbling it in now. Finds Fitch on the right baseline 3, and he'll make it back-to-back threes.
That jump, I got to be honest, that's a pure jump shot. I love that jump shot. No wasted motion, straight up, straight down, flicker the wrist. That's why he's hitting these shots so clean.
That, and there's just nobody within 3 feet of him anywhere close to defending it. On the opposite end, Oswego East now. That is number 10. That is Noah Mason on the jumper. No good right there.
Give it to Fitch. I want to see that pure jumper again.
Cosme to Workman. Workman trying to work down low on Pullman, but nothing right there. Wooten out to Workman. Workman working it around up to Cosme now. Cosme at the top of the key. Very fast with the dribble. He finds his man Wooten in the corner for 3. Just shoots it over. Gets nothing. Airballs it.
That's not the shot. That's one of those. I'm happy to finally get a touch, so I'm letting it fly shots right there for Wooten. That's why he airball.
It could have been exactly the case. Starwood now over to Lockett. Lockett, excuse me, is that?
Yeah, that shot by Mason Lockett, three-pointer.
That is making Mason Lockett the 4th for a 3-pointer right there to draw it 6-5 right now with 5:34 in the first quarter. As Gonzalez now bringing it top of the key, just takes a jumper right around the right elbow of that free throw line and drains it.
Right on, nice jumper again. This Brother Rice crowd, they travel well from over there on Pulaski, 99th and Pulaski, right there in nearby Evergreen Park.
Solid one right there. He's going to find Lockett now over to Starwood. That'll be a good jumper right there.
Man, this is a fun game. These teams are into it early.
All knotted up at 8 apiece with five minutes to go in this first quarter. Cosme out to Gonzalez now. Gonzalez brings it into the paint, picks up his dribble, finds a long three-point attempt by Cosme, but no good. Pullman on the rebound. He'll give it over to Starwood. Starwood dribbling around, gets a three-point up and no good. Hits the opposite end, didn't even touch the rim, but still hits backboard.
Good job. That's a smart play by Braden Murphy. Murphy did the right thing. As soon as he secured possession, he was looking for the ref. Timeout.
A very high IQ basketball play right there by Braden Murphy to secure the ball, call the timeout. And it could have been could have been wrapping around and could have got the jump ball possession. So again, very good play by Murphy.
Once again, I've been impressed by Brother Rice's crowd in this tournament. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm from the area. It's no stranger to me that Brother Rice has fans like this. But to see them in person in this tournament, their first trip to the Hinsdale Holiday Classic, it's been nice to see so much maroon and orange around this building, all these faces.
They faced their first loss, first taste of defeat last night in that double overtime. So again, glad that these fans are able to still make it out here in this tournament right here. Once again, all knotted up with 4:39 as we're coming out of the timeout. Ready to go for some more first quarter action.
Looking at Coach Kleinschmidt at DePaul Prep. He's sitting right behind the Brother Rice basket, just watching this game, getting ready for his championship matchup against Marion Catholic.
He's been there since warm-ups. He's trying to get his mind right as the Oswego East Wolfpack inbounds. Starwood now with the ball for the Wolfpack. Getting on up and good for two right there is Starwood.
Davion Starwood now with 5 in the ball game. You expect him to get buckets.
Now a 2-point lead for the Wolfpack coming out of that timeout, stripped away, and now Starwood up the court once again. He hands it off to Pullman. Pullman up and good on the and one attempt.
That was all started by Starwood on the other end. He absolutely just took the ball away from the attempted shot that was going to be put up by Brother Rice. He ran the floor, hit Pullman, who completed the 3-point play.
Absolutely going coast to coast on that one. Finds a nice Pullman play right there. Draws them up by 4 right now, pending a free throw, and that'll be good. So up by 5 now, 13-8 with 4:18 left to go in this first quarter. Gonzalez now for the Crusaders. Over to Cosme. Running around the three-point line as KJ Morris checking in for the Crusaders. Gonzalez hands it on over to Fitch. Fitch laying it on up. That's going to be It's going to be a block, foul, and one opportunity here for Fitch.
Score the basket, like the official says. I mean, that's 50-50. That was bang, bang. I don't really have a formal opinion on that one just because I think it could have went either way.
Yeah.
And he gave it to the offensive player.
Very much with you on that. I had to maybe look at some tape, but we don't have
it, right?
That.
Right. If I had it, I'd look at it. But I don't have it, so good call, ref.
So Fitch on the attempt right here. It'll be his first attempt from the free throw line on the night. Leaves it short. It'll be still 13-10 lead in favor of the Wolfpack as they bring it on up. As Lockett handed on over to Pullman. Pullman to Starwood, still hanging around the three-point line. He's waiting for a pick there from Mason, and he gets it, but still gets double-teamed. Finds newly checked in Torrin Ross. And there's going to be battle all around and out of bounds, and it'll be Crusaders basketball.
Brother Rice basketball.
Fitch inbounds to Cosme. It was a nice two-man game last night between these two. But just wasn't enough for the Crusaders to get the W. In the corner now, Morris for 3, no good. Long rebound goes to Mason.
Would have liked to see
Murphy, excuse me.
Would have liked to see the pick and pop there. Fitch was open top of the key.
Starwood trying to get it in there to Ross in the corner, and it gets tapped away out of bounds, and it'll be the Crusaders basketball. Pitch to Gonzalez on the inbound. Get to Cosme, tries to work it down low to Workman, and gets tipped away by Mason, or by Murphy again, excuse me.
Good hands again by Murphy. Sort of tapped it to himself, tapped it in the air, and he just caught it with one hand.
Starwood gets the pick, and then he gets the roll, and he gets the find. A nice basket right there by Starwood.
Of all the teams that run the pick and roll in this tournament, I think Oswego East runs it the best.
Oswego East leading right now 15-13 off that good made three by Fitch. He's got 3 3-pointers made in this first quarter.
Like I was saying earlier, at the preps level, you don't see a lot of screen and roll because the court is a little smaller. But Oswego East, out of all the teams in this tournament, I've seen them run it the best.
Got 11 of the Crusaders, 13 points all off Fitch right now, and he gets the rebound right there from the missed layup attempt by the Wolfpack. Fitch bringing it on up for the Crusaders. Has it at the top of the key, takes the free throw line jumper, and bangs, makes it right there, ties it at 15 apiece.
He shoots through his legs. I like watching him shoot jump shots just because there's no wasted motion. You can always tell what kind of shot he's going to take off the first up.
It has been nothing short of a pleasure to watch this young man shoot the basketball, as Oswego East has it at the top of the key now. Pullman over there to Lockett. Lockett brings it in. Pass it on over to Starwood. Starwood makes his own space, takes a shot for 3. No good, but Pullman brings it down and gets a foul on the floor. So nice effort right there by Pullman.
See, Oswego East would have kept them in this game because, honestly, Brother Rice is the team that actually has the size advantage. Oswego East, they're scrappy as a pack of wolves. I mean, they got the right nickname, the Wolfpack. They get after it on the boards. They're going to send 5 guys to the glass. They're going to give – all 5 guys are going to give effort. It doesn't matter how much Brother Rice fights. This is going to be a matchup worth watching or listening to.
Absolutely. Nice shot there from the 3-point line for Lockett. No good. Battling around for that rebound. Up and around. A bunch of Wolfpack members tap it away, and unfortunately out of bounds. Crusaders basketball. Fitch inbounds to Gonzalez. He'll make his way across half court right around now. Gonzalez at the top of the key. Waits for a pick from Fitch. He gets one, but he gets the ball to Fitch at the top of the key now. Newly checked in for the Crusaders is Danny Sheehan. And Sheehan's able to get it over to Fitch. Fitch finds Gonzalez.
Too many.
A little bit of extra movement, too many extra steps right there, traveling.
See, Gonzalez caught it with a pro hop, and then as he stopped, you know, he sort of shuffled his feet and then tried to go again, and then pro hop, which is a travel.
Sure enough, right at the bottom is Noah Mason getting ready to check in, but it'll be on the next stoppage of play. Down low to number 25, Damian Lewandowski, but wasn't able to get inside, so out of bounds. It'll stay Wolfpack ball.
I don't know. I thought that should have went the other way. It looked like Lewandowski knocked it off the line. Great defense by Workman.
Lockett into like Lewandowski, and then ball don't lie. It goes back to the Crusaders on that one.
Workman got the steal after all.
So Fitch able to create some space on the turnaround. First missed 3 attempt right there by Fitch.
He must be a Klay Thompson fan. That's all Klay Thompson's jump shot. No wasted motion, straight up down shot.
I think you got a good point right there as Starwood working on the other end. Nice spin move, finds the wide open man. Lockett on the other end. Gets bodied out of bounds, but it'll be a foul on the floor, so it'll be Oswego East basketball still.
I don't want to say he's playing like Klay Thompson, but like I can see, like he definitely you can definitely see the jump shot because when I watch Klay Thompson, there's no wasted motion in the shot.
And a phenomenal inbounds, no wasted time right there. An alley-oop layup to pull to. That was Noah Mason on the 2 points from the Lockett inbound. And there goes Lockett to Mason again, looking for the stuff and hesitating, but he does it. Two-handed flush there.
Oh, the rim grazer. I thought Fitch was going to get a reverse dunk. Not quite.
Fitch was looking to do the same thing, just trying to get the 2 points to recover, but bad all around, and with no shot clock now, 30 seconds left to go in this first quarter. Oswego East brings it up as Starwood has the ball, slowing it down. 20 seconds to go. Again, no shot clock. And not a dribble in sight with 13 seconds left as I'm still speaking. 10 seconds left. Gets a pick. Starwood does over in the corner. Leaves it off to Lockett. Lockett to Lewandowski. That is to Mason. Chucks it up. No good on the rebound. No good on the heave. And that'll be the conclusion of this first quarter, where we find the Oswego East Wolfpack leading the way 19-17 over the Brother Rice Crusaders when we return on SportsTownChicago.com, the second quarter of this ball game. So stick around. More action right here.
Media school because I want to give back to the current students. It's something that really means a lot to me as an instructor, as a mentor, because I've been in this business for over 20 years. So it meant a lot to me to be able to come back and just teach some of the tricks of the trade to the students here at Illinois Media School. I'm Jonathan Hood from SiriusXM NBA Radio and ESPN Radio from the Illinois Media School campus in Lombard, and I am IMS.
This is your home for sports.
Longtime fan.
Sports is like life. SportsTownChicago.com.
Are you ready for this? Valley View Automotive has all of the hottest SUVs you've been looking for. Enjoy a test drive and the opportunity to drive one of these powerful vehicles off the lot for half the price. Yes, half the price. Now's the time to get yourself to Valley View by car, on foot, or even by air to take advantage of this outrageous sale. You better get here quickly, because this promotion is only going on for 24 hours, and the automobiles are leaving the lot faster than you can say four-wheel drive. Valley View Automotive, a dealership you can depend on.
I came to Illinois Media School because I want to give back to the current students. It's something that really means a lot to me as an instructor, as a
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, here on SportsTownChicago.com for the continuation of this Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic in this third place action. We got the Oswego East Wolfpack leading right now, 19-15 over the Brother Rice Crusaders. Brother Rice only able to get, well, of the 15 points, 13 coming from Fitch, and on the opposite end, nice and balanced scoring on the other end. And really quickly, there's Starwood on the layup attempt right there.
That's a beautiful back pick to free up Starwood. He was free wide open from the elbow to the right block for the layup.
21-15 to get the scoring going here in the second quarter. Cosme at the top of the key for the Crusaders, over to Wooten. Wooten now to Morris. Morris trying to get his way inside of the paint, loses it, recovers it now. All fighting on the floor, jump ball, and it'll be staying here on the Crusader side of things.
Torrin Ross and KJ Morris. Ross for East, Morris for Brother Rice, battling for that loose ball. Good hustle from both players.
Wooten to inbound for the Crusaders here. Finds Workman right away. Tries to hand it off, and it gets stripped away. Mason now for Oswego. Hands it on to Starwood, and Starwood with a long-range three and just drains it.
Cashing it. Right, he cashed that in all net. Javion Starwood, nothing but nightline.
Starwood currently the star right now on the Oswego side of things. Cosme right now for the Crusaders, trying to do what he can, dribbling up and in. No good on the layup attempt, but he will find himself at the free throw line for two.
I liked what I saw out of Kale Cosme in the first game of the tournament against Plainfield East on Wednesday. A lot of driving to the basket, initiating action for this Crusaders team. He and Wooten, they've been pests for Crusaders opponents.
Yeah, Cosme on the shorter side of who, just on the majority of who's on the court right now, but he finds a lot of his points inside in the paint, so it's very impressive. And he's good for that first free throw attempt right there.
He and Terry Horton of Rockford Auburn, they kind of remind me of each other because you got small guards who they're just everywhere in the court. They're going to do something to make an impact on the game. And Kale Cosme, he's been doing that for Brother Rice.
Very much good insight right there. Looking for the other free throw attempt right here by Cosme. Currently 25-15 with 7:03 left to go here in the second quarter. Very early action here in the second quarter. Makes both free throws, does Cosme.
Paul Prep Rams coming into the building. Championship action coming up next.
So a little bit of a scoring issue. So a sideline out of bounds to get that all settled.
Yeah, the shot clock didn't start, so you're going to set it at 33 with 7 minutes exactly to go in the half.
Yeah, I don't think that's okay. Maybe not my job to worry about the score right
exactly.
now.
Hey, I'll just call it a game.
We're calling a game right now. Exactly. We got Starwood on the other end, throwing it over there to Lockett. Finding Ross over there to Starwood, and then all the way on the other end.
Almost he should have zagged.
Absolutely. The Starwood now back over to Lockett. Lockett with the pump fake around the three, gets a floater up, no good. Bounced off the back and the front end of the rim. Over there out to Cosme for the Crusaders, and he lays it up. No one around him.
Not at all. Oswego East was trying to find their defenders, but you got to stop the ball. They just let Cosme run straight to the rim, left hand layup, left block.
Crusaders trail by 5 with 6:18 left to go in this second quarter. Up and good is Noah Mason, just over the top of Workman. Finds Wooten really quick. Does Cosme, and then just 2 points right back to back.
Wooten's been good all tournament. That was an 18-foot jumper. He just walked into that one and cashed it in.
I did like that Ric Flair attempt on his name. Woo!
Yeah, I did.
Good job by the PA announcer right there. Gets no good right there is Ross on the layup attempt by Oswego East. So going the other way are the Crusaders. Fitch hands it on over to Wooten. Wooten Gets his pass tipped, attempting to go to Fitch, and it'll be batted out of bounds. Crusaders sideline out of bounds basketball.
Yeah, DePaul Prep, they've got their game faces on over there. I'm looking at PJ Chambers and Jalen McGilroy as they get ready for championship action against Marion Catholic.
Marcos Gonzalez and to Fitch, and Fitch on that little two-man game. We saw a ton of that same play between Fitch and Cosme. So if the Crusaders want to get some action going on the offensive end, maybe get them two going.
1-3-1 zone for Brother Rice is picked up 30 feet out.
Lockett to Starwood. Starwood with a deep three and doesn't get anything. Tries to save it, does Noah Mason gets it tipped and then tipped back out of bounds. So Crusaders basketball.
That's exactly what Brother Rice needed. They got down 7, and now here they are within 3. They've taken control of this ball game. So you at least having a hard time stopping their guards.
26-23 with 5:10 left to go in this second quarter. Gonzalez at the top, trying to find either Fitch or Workman. Finds Fitch. Fitch gets a shot up and partially blocked, but fouled as well. So he will go to the free throw line now.
Yeah, that's a tough foul for Oswego East because that was a situation where Fitch was bobbling the ball as he was going up. Mason did a good job of closing out, but he caught Fitch right on the wrist.
Yeah, well, they still might have the lead. The momentum slowly shifting towards the Crusader side of things. But we have to see how these free throw attempts, the outcome of these free throw attempts. First good one is good by Fitch.
Marion Catholic in the building as well. The two teams in the championship are ready. I know I'm ready.
Again, such a fun basketball game. Double OT last night between Marion Catholic and these Brother Rice Crusaders right here. 75-74 final. Fitch both good on those free throw attempts.
It's unfortunate somebody had to lose, but that's sports, man.
Absolutely. As fans, I think we all won as fans. That was a fun game.
Exactly.
Starwood right there over to Lockett now. Lockett with a deep three on the opposite end. No good. Bad around for the rebound. Workman comes down with it on the Crusader side. He finds Cosme. Cosme with a big pass up court to Wooten. Wooten just leaves the layup short. Hits the front end. Comes down. Gonna be a jump ball. It's going to go to Oswego's side now.
26-25 with 4:34 to go here in the half, man. This game, the intensity is picking up in this ball game. You're starting to see both defenses lock in here. Brother Rice actually using a good stretch of defense to get back into this game. Also with patient half-court offense.
Tight one right here between these two, and for sure as we get a little meeting right now with the referees as to maybe to see whose possession it might be right now. But again, I think the last one did go Crusaders' way, so it should be going Oswego.
Yeah, that's what Conte Stamnis was saying, the coach of Brother Rice. He said that was a jump ball, right? So which way? And it is going blue, so Oswego East.
Yeah. So sure enough, Wolfpack possession. You just mentioned it, 26-25 with 4:34 left to go in this second quarter. Some fouls going on just only on Oswego's side of things in the second quarter. So Oswego bringing it up. Starwood over there on the opposite end to Lockett. Lockett finds Pullman. Pullman still throwing around the three-point line. Now finds Lockett on the corner. Lockett dribbling it back up to the top. Finds Starwood. Starwood getting doubled. Back to Starwood now. Trying to find the wide open man. 4 seconds left to go on the shot. 3 seconds left to go. Could not get a shot. Gets rebounded. The outlet pass is too far ahead for Wooten, and it'll go back to the Wolfpack side of things.
Two bad passes right there. I thought Wooten, he had Starwood open on the wing. Instead, he tried to force a shovel pass into traffic. And Fitch, good arm. Nice Pat Mahomes impression, but that doesn't help you in this game.
Yeah, bad possession on the offensive side, gets bailed out by a poor outlet pass right there. So Starwood gets it back to Lockett. Lockett back to Starwood. Back to Lockett into the corner. Lockett finds right there in the paint is Ross.
There you go. That's the pass.
That's a better outlet pass right then and there. And then sure enough finds the connection to Wooten for a layup.
That's a beautiful outlet pass by Gonzalez. Perfect two-hand chest pass right on the money. All Wooten had to do was make a basket out of his hands and then finish the lay.
With that, the Crusaders take the lead 27-26 with 3:22 left to go in this second quarter.
We've seen a few pretty touchdown passes in this tournament. Like I keep saying, they don't count for anything, but unless they get the basket, they've looked nice.
Absolutely. So to clean it up, not only just got to clean it up on the recovery side of things, I guess that would be to say. Get a little bit of accuracy on those passes. Should be good enough to go. Oswego to inbound. Sidelines out of bounds. Starwood finds Lockett now. He's fanning them. back and forth. He finds Mason. Mason back to Starwood. That's Starwood's nice little 3-point spot. He drains it there.
Yeah, something to say to some Brother Rice fans on that other side of the court after he drained the three.
29-27 in favor of the Wolfpack. Gonzalez finds Fitch down low. Fitch finds Wooten even more down low, but can't bang it home. Starwood taking it coast to coast, laying it up, and good. Nice one over Workman.
You know what I like about Starwood? He actually goes away from the contact and still has the soft touch to finish.
Gonzalez across the court to Wooten. Wooten trying to make his way. He finds Cosme to reset at the top of the key. Now on the right wing is Wooten. He resets. He throws a pass on over to Gonzalez on the left side. He draws it up. He goes up. No good on the layup, but a foul. So he'll go to the free throw line. (31-27) right now with 2:29. Like I said, Marcos Gonzalez on his way to the free throw line for his first 2 attempts on the day.
He was big in that overtime game. He hit the basket to put it away for the Crusaders against Rockford Auburn.
Gonzalez at the line.
They won on Thursday, that is, not yesterday.
Makes the first.
First good free throw attempt there by Gonzalez. Draws the Crusaders within 3. Makes the other one. So it'll be 31-29 with 2:25 left here to go in the second quarter. Gets a nice little down low pass to Mason. Mason back to Lockett. Now finds Pullman. Pullman throws on over to Danny Sheehan.
Dre Wisdom, yeah.
That was Dre Wisdom. My apologies.
Nice extra pass to Wisdom in that corner because that was a layup that he gave up.
Fitch looking like he was going to go for the basket, but gets a charge called on him.
That was Wisdom.
Fouls on Fitch in second.
Wisdom took the charge again, so he hit the basket and he takes the charge. Unless that was Lockett. It might have been Lockett, actually, now that I see him.
Either way, great possessions there on both sides for the Wolfpack, and Fitch will find his way to the bench with 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Lockett bringing it on up for the Wolfpack, finds Pullman. Pullman over to Mason. Mason gets a pump fake around the 3-point line, dribbles it on a little bit closer, gets a missed shot around the free throw line. Workman on the board right there, passing on over to Wooten. Wooten finds Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets a pick from Workman, takes the shot, no good. It's a loose ball foul, and we might be staying Crusaders basketball.
That was actually a good shot by Gonzalez. Just rattled in and out for him. Loose ball on the floor leads to a foul against Oswego East. So Brother Rice will get another go at it with 35 on the clock.
Gets the inbound to Workman, swings it to Morris. Morris over to Gonzalez, back over to Morris, and then back over to Workman. Finds Cosme. He pump fakes. Going to get a traveling violation right there.
He thought about shooting, then thought twice, and then tried to shoot again, and that's going to cause him to shuffle his feet, turns it over.
So Cosme now get a little bit closer on the defensive side. 125, 34-29 in favor of the Wolfpack. Oswego East. Lock it over to Starwood. Starwood waiting on it, finds Wisdom. Wisdom to Pullman. Still around the 3-point line. Pullman then hands it on over to Wisdom. Wisdom drives it on in.
Offensive.
We'll get an offensive foul as he finds Mason. Would have been a nice play, a nice open layup, but gets the charge.
Yeah, good job inside to take the charge. He tried to drop the pass off for a layup, but Wisdom goes through the defender, turns it over to Brother Rice.
34-29 in favor of the Wolfpack. Still 1:05 left to go here in the second quarter. Gonzalez now with the ball for the Crusaders. He hands it on over to Morris. Morris to Wooten. Over on the other end to Cosme. Cosme brings it on up to the logo. He then passes on over to Gonzalez. 50 seconds left to go in this first half. Workman works it down low and sends it to Morris. Morris gets hit on the layup, successful, and he'll find himself at the free throw line for one more.
Brother Rice right now, they're just doing the little things better in this second quarter. You've seen them take care of the ball. You've seen them get more to their half-court execution. That's just a great heads-up play by Morris under the basket. Nice finish, hoop through the heart.
Torrin Ross now checking in for Noah Mason for the Oswego East Wolfpack. Shooting one right now is Morris, but no good on that one.
Got to take advantage of your free throws. That's been a key all day in this tournament.
Become a big possession, even if it is just within single digits of each other. 3-point difference right now between the Wolfpack and the Crusaders, fighting for it on the ground. And it'll be another jump ball, so it should be Crusaders basketball.
That loose ball did Oswego East a favor because, honestly, if Lockett came up with it, that probably should have been a travel. He lost it and then picked it up. It looked like he lost it right into his own hand on the run.
Sure enough. 34-31, 31 and a half left to go in this first half. It's been tight as it can be. Good battle back and forth this last game. Now this game, as tight as it can be, this has been phenomenal high school basketball action. Couldn't ask for better back.
It's been a great tournament, man. I know earlier I was saying it's been a long week, but, you know, every day above ground is a blessing to me, so I'm having fun during this long week.
Absolutely. As Gonzalez is over there for the Crusaders, passes it back over to Cosme. Sees that there's 15 seconds left to go, no shot clock, so got to be smart with this possession. Gets an off-ball screen from Workman. Back over to Cosme, so back and forth between Cosme and Gonzalez with Workman in between. Cosme now has the ball, drives it on in, throws it up. No good on the layup attempt. Has a half a second to go. Oh, just hits the backboard. No good. So the conclusion of this first half between the Oswego East Wolfpack and the Brother Rice Crusaders has the Wolfpack up by 3, 34-31. Basketball return once again here on SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, Chicago? If you're ever, and I mean ever, out looking for good urban food 24/7, come down to White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White Palace Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg dinner, but whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White Palace is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now, come later. Heck, come now and later. We never close at White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitepalace.com or order with Uber Eats or Grubhub anytime, any day.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't a woman's issue. It hurts all of us. Women are injured and killed every day by their husbands and boyfriends. So it's time for men to take action right now to teach boys that violence against women is wrong, to help prevent abuse before it starts. Call the Family Violence Prevention Fund at 1-800-END-ABUSE to get a free Take Action kit containing tips on what to say to boys. That's 1-800-END-ABUSE. Teach early.
This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, Chicago? If you're ever, and I mean ever, out looking for good urban food 24/7, come down to White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White Palace Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg dinner, but whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White Palace is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now, come later. Heck, come now and later. We never close at White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitepalace.com or order with Uber Eats or Grubhub anytime, any day.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't a woman's issue. It hurts all of us. Women are injured and killed every day by their husbands and boyfriends. So it's time for men to take action right now to teach boys that violence against women is wrong, to help prevent abuse before it starts. Call the Family Violence Prevention Fund at 1-800-END-ABUSE to get a free Take Action kit containing tips on what to say to boys. That's 1-800-END-ABUSE. Teach early.
This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, Chicago? If you're ever, and I mean ever, out looking for good urban food 24/7, come down to White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White Palace Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg dinner, but whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White Palace is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now, come later. Heck, come now and later. We never close at White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitepalace.com or order with Uber Eats or Grubhub anytime, any day.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't a woman's issue. It hurts all of us. Women are injured and killed every day by their husbands and boyfriends. So it's time for men to take action right now to teach boys that violence against women is wrong, to help prevent abuse before it starts. Call the Family Violence Prevention Fund at 1-800-END-ABUSE to get a free Take Action kit containing tips on what to say to boys. That's 1-800-END-ABUSE. Teach early.
This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, Chicago? If you're ever, and I mean ever, out looking for good urban food 24/7, come down to White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White Palace Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg dinner, but whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White Palace is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now, come later. Heck, come now and later. We never close at White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitepalace.com or order with Uber Eats or Grubhub anytime, any day.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't a woman's issue. It hurts all of us. Women are injured and killed every day by their husbands and boyfriends. So it's time for men to take action right now to teach boys that violence against women is wrong, to help prevent abuse before it starts. Call the Family Violence Prevention Fund at 1-800-END-ABUSE to get a free Take Action kit containing tips on what to say to boys. That's 1-800-END-ABUSE. Teach early.
This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, Chicago? If you're ever, and I mean ever, out looking for good urban food 24/7, come down to White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White Palace Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg dinner, but whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White Palace is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now, come later. Heck, come now and later. We never close at White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitepalace.com or order with Uber Eats or Grubhub anytime, any day.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't a woman's issue. It hurts all of us. Women are injured and killed every day by their husbands and boyfriends. So it's time for men to take action right now to teach boys that violence against women is wrong, to help prevent abuse before it starts. Call the Family Violence Prevention Fund at 1-800-END-ABUSE to get a free Take Action kit containing tips on what to say to boys. That's 1-800-END-ABUSE. Teach early.
This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, Chicago? If you're ever, and I mean ever, out looking for good urban food 24/7, come down to White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White Palace Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg dinner, but whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White Palace is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now, come later. Heck, come now and later. We never close at White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitepalace.com or order with Uber Eats or Grubhub anytime, any day.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't a woman's issue. It hurts all of us. Women are injured and killed every day by their husbands and boyfriends. So it's time for men to take action right now to teach boys that violence against women is wrong, to help prevent abuse before it starts. Call the Family Violence Prevention Fund at 1-800-END-ABUSE to get a free Take Action kit containing tips on what to say to boys. That's 1-800-END-ABUSE. Teach early.
This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, Chicago? If you're ever, and I mean ever, out looking for good urban food 24/7, come down to White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White Palace Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg dinner, but whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White Palace is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now, come later. Heck, come now and later. We never close at White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitepalace.com or order with Uber Eats or Grubhub anytime, any day.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't a woman's issue. It hurts all of us. Women are injured and killed every day by their husbands and boyfriends. So it's time for men to take action right now to teach boys that violence against women is wrong, to help prevent abuse before it starts. Call the Family Violence Prevention Fund at 1-800-END-ABUSE to get a free Take Action kit containing tips on what to say to boys. That's 1-800-END-ABUSE. Teach early.
This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, Chicago? If you're ever, and I mean ever, out looking for good urban food 24/7, come down to White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White Palace Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg dinner, but whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White Palace is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now, come later. Heck, come now and later. We never close at White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitepalace.com or order with Uber Eats or Grubhub anytime, any day.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't a woman's issue. It hurts all of us. Women are injured and killed every day by their husbands and boyfriends. So it's time for men to take action right now to teach boys that violence against women is wrong, to help prevent abuse before it starts. Call the Family Violence Prevention Fund at 1-800-END-ABUSE to get a free Take Action kit containing tips on what to say to boys. That's 1-800-END-ABUSE. Teach early.
This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
What's up, Chicago? If you're ever, and I mean ever, out looking for good urban food 24/7, come down to White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White Palace Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg dinner, but whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White Palace is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now, come later. Heck, come now and later. We never close at White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitepalace.com or order with Uber Eats or Grubhub anytime, any day.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't a woman's issue. It hurts all of us. Women are injured and killed every day by their husbands and boyfriends. So it's time for men to take action right now to teach boys that violence against women is wrong, to help prevent abuse before it starts. Call the Family Violence Prevention Fund at 1-800-END-ABUSE to get a free Take Action kit containing tips on what to say to boys. That's 1-800-END-ABUSE. Teach early.
This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
Welcome everyone to the Hinsdale Central Classic Holiday, or Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic, excuse me, right here on the SportsTownChicago.com. Nick Johnson, Chris Roose here, excuse me.
You had it right the first time.
I'm just so
You
bad.
good, man? Come on, man. It's
My
like
apologies.
house with an R, man.
I'll
Just
get
run
it. I got it.
Run with house, sir.
But we're ready to go. I won't butcher the name of these schools. We got the Brother Rice Crusaders trailing right now by 3 against the Oswego East Wolfpack, 34-31. Wide open in the corner is Mason to get her going right now, 37-31. Kicking us off. Immediate scoring here in the second half. Fitch down low now for the Crusaders. Finds Workman. Workman working it down low. Hits the front of the rim on that layup attempt and no good. Leaves it for Oswego East to get the rebound.
So we got Starwood, big first half for Oswego East. Let's see what he does here. That's not what you wanted for the Wolfpack.
And a reaction there from Starwood. He couldn't believe it, but sure enough, it'll be going Crusaders basketball.
The amount of guys in this tournament that have committed fouls and then look surprised after doing it, it's been funny, man.
So there's Marcos Gonzalez now over to Cosme. Cosme gets along the baseline, couldn't get bailed out right there, steps out of bounds. Be Wolfpack basketball.
You know, sometimes, man, you just gotta admit, yeah, I fouled him. Just let it go.
Yeah.
I caught a little bit of him.
There's only a couple of times you'll actually admit to it, but there you go. Sure enough, 37-31 early. Go back, says the ref.
Yeah. Now remember, they did have an issue yesterday with that was Thursday with the shot clock and game clock being in sync. And they have had a few issues today in this game. And it is about 2 or 3 times in this game already where the shot clock won't start when the ball comes in.
All technical issues aside now.
It actually kind of jumped the gun. It was already going before it touched his hands there.
There we are. Starwood now drawing it down low. Cosme was all over him, but able to get the successful layup. So 5 unanswered right now to start off this second half of action between Brother Rice and the Crusaders. Between Brother Rice and the Wolfpack. There's Mason on the rebound for the Wolfpack. Hands it on over to Lockett. Lockett brings it on up for the Wolfpack now. He hands it on over to Starwood. Starwood now finds Mason in the corner. No good on that 3 attempt. Gonzalez on the rebound.
Good hands defensively.
Good battle right there by Mason. Has to get back up. Marcos Gonzalez passes on over, but in the passing line is Pullman. Back and forth. Mason takes it on up himself. Up now on the rebound. Good by Murphy.
It was 3-on-1, so that was easy. I was actually surprised. Mason didn't drop it back to Murphy, the trailer. Murphy just cleaned up his miss. Timeout, Brother Rice.
Brother Rice has not scored just yet in this second half. So 41-31 with 6:16, a much-needed timeout in that sense. right now, once again, like I said, just trailing by 10. So far, hot start in this third quarter. What do we see right there from Oswego East?
Just saw a quick run from Oswego East out of the locker room. They're just trying to run away with this game, really, against Brother Rice. They're up by 10, 41-31 at this point, 6:16 to go in the third. Brother Rice, though, they've shown they're not just going to go away just because they're down 10. So expect them to get Cosme and Wooten going and maybe get Fitch going to try to get back into this game.
Yeah, up until yesterday, undefeated, 15-0, but maybe just that one loss trickling in and getting in their head possibly. But not a lot of people on Brother Rice besides Fitch have been able to get the scoring going, so that could be the case here. Sideline out of bounds.
Fitch had a rhythm in that first half for Brother Rice, but it felt like they kind of went away from him because their guards were starting to get into it, and that helped them get back into the game.
Sure enough, Gonzalez now, one of those guards up there for the Crusaders. Pass on over to Cosme on the opposite end to Wooten. Wooten down to Cosme, back to Workman, still working it along the three-point line. Cosme at the top of the key now over on the opposite end of Gonzalez. Finds Workman. Workman tried to get a wide-open Cosme. Cosme passes on the three, drives on in, and makes the layup attempt right there to draw within single digits.
Left hand in the middle of traffic. Nice finish by Cosme.
Lockett now over to Murphy. Big man Murphy passes it on over to Mason. Mason still working along the three-point line to Starwood. Starwood with another long three and drains it.
Man, Starwood, as you heard, Starwood again, 20 in the game.
That is his favorite little niche, little spot, the corner three, or not the corner, the wing three.
Those
right
angles,
there.
the wing threes.
Cosme driving along the baseline, gets up in the air, but able to find Gonzalez. Fitch almost left his feet for a jump shot, but able to keep 1 foot down, a little bit of a toe. So Workman on over to Gonzalez, working it. Goes across to Wooten. Wooten loses the pass off of his leg to Starwood. Starwood to Mason now. Mason probably took an extra step, but finds Lockett. And Lockett's good on the layup right there.
You're right. That could have been a travel. It looked like he maybe got in the air right as that foot was about to touch.
Gonzalez now on the other end tries to go for the layup, trying to act for some contact, but gets nothing. What was now down by only 8, now down by 13 are the Crusaders. 46-33 with 4:37 left in the third quarter. Could have been offensive, lost the ball, but back to him now is Starwood.
Man, he pushed Kale Cosme about 5 feet out of the paint. No call. Man, Conti Stamos is shaking his head, the Brother Rice head coach.
Yeah, contact going on the Crusaders' end, but not getting any whistles. Fitch now with the ball for the Crusaders, passes on over to Wooten. Wooten dribbling it on in. He might have gotten popped, but he passed on over to Cosme. Good in the corner for 3.
And that's all Brother Rice usually needs. One Cosme bucket gets everyone going. So that's a good sign for Brother Rice. Unfortunately, down 12. Oswego East can control the clock here moving forward.
48-36 with exactly 4 minutes to go, halfway through this third quarter. Lockett finds a trailing.
Oh my goodness, right over Fitch. Over his entire gym going. On his head. That was literally on Fitch's head. Starwood throwing it down.
Oh my goodness. The action continues on the other end as it tipped around as Fitch tries to get it Gonzalez, but I got goosebumps from that slam right there.
Oh man, that was really on Fitch's head. Starwood went over the top, left-handed slam on the right block. He came in from the right wing to the right block. Fitch tried to meet him at the top. Starwood threw the ball on his head. He's still chirping at those Brother Rice fans.
Starwood and Fitch met, and Starwood said, "I'll just go a little bit higher than you," and slammed it. My goodness, what a play. 50-36 with 3:25 left in this third quarter.
Man, Javion took him to the stars there.
Lockett right now finding Ross in the corner, no good. Battling for the rebound is Murphy. And he goes down, but it will still maintain East Oswego East.
That was easily the most memorable bucket of this tournament that I've seen all week. I've been here for 3 days. I missed the action yesterday, but easily the most memorable basket I've seen this year.
No, I'll vouch for it being here yesterday. This one has it by a mile. Oswego East on the inbound now to Ross, now to Pullman.
24 for Starwood.
Starwood, 24, and that 2 was the most emphatic right there. Starwood working at the top of the key on Ross, or on Morris, excuse me. Starwood finds a shot right around the elbow, no good, but Pullman gets the rebound.
Oh,
no good.
Tough.
Whistle, and it'll be going Crusaders' way.
That's a tough foul because they had two guys had inside position, and Pullman still felt the need to push off on Cosme. he would have got it easily. He had him boxed out, and then he had Lockett coming back door for the tip in.
Now we have Lewandowski checking in for Oswego East, taking a seat as Mason. Crusaders now. Fitch right around the free throw line. Takes it on over to Sheehan. Sheehan to Cosme. Cosme doing what he can to dribble it on in. Goes up. No good, but he'll go to the free throw line for 2.
Now, see, some of the opponents of Brother Rice, they've had an issue with what Cosme just did. He drove inside. He kind of threw himself at the ground as he was taking contact from Ross. Some teams have been saying that they thought maybe Cosme was initiating contact, but the officials have been giving him the benefit of the doubt. He does a good job of going inside and drawing contact and finishing.
Sure enough right there, and he is good on his first free throw attempt to draw the Crusaders within 13, 50-37 with 2:37 left to go in this third quarter. Again, the conclusion of this is for the third place here in this tournament. We get in the championship coming up in just a few between Marion Catholic and the DePaul Prep. Ready to go in that.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Rams and Spartans should be a good one.
No good on that second free throw by Cosme. Still 13-point lead for the Wolfpack. Lockett now for the Wolfpack. Hands it on over to Lewandowski. Lewandowski back up to Lockett. Lockett now finds Starwood, who's been the star of this game. Starwood driving it all the way in. Not a slam this time, but a nice little finger roll for 2.
He had a 2-step lead on that defender. That was an easy lay once he got to the basket.
Now Gonzalez in there, finds Fitch in the corner for 3, leaves it, just clanking it off the corner of the rim right there. Starwood now for Oswego. Oswego throwing up a floater. It's just anything Starwood wants right now.
You're watching a kid in his bag right now. You see Javion Starwood. He's just walking to the free throw line and then one step left, right, and gets the basket.
He is having himself a day. Fitch, basket is good right there on the attempt for the charge. So Fitch will make the basket. He'll go to the free throw line for 1 more.
You know he desperately wanted to score after he had that dunk thrown on his head. It's been a while since he's really been involved in the offense as it is. So if you're Brother Rice, you would think they try to feed that ball back to number 1. Fitch has been playing very well. He's had a huge impact.
If I'm not mistaken, that might have been his first points of the second half. He had 13 or 15 in the first half. And there we go. Made free throw attempt right there. 54-40 with 1:43 left to go in this third quarter between the Wolfpack and the Crusaders. Lockett now working it on Morris. Leaves it short and Fitch with the rebound. Up the court to Morris. Morris leading the way. Trying to find open Cosme, but can't get in there. He finds Gonzalez instead. Gonzalez hands it over to Sheehan. Sheehan fakes it to Cosme and then finds Fitch down low. Gets it batted away, but it'll be out of bounds, staying Crusaders basketball.
1:21 to go in this third quarter. We're inching closer to that championship game. Marion Catholic and DePaul Prep have departed to their locker rooms. They're getting dressed. They're getting ready.
You can almost smell it in the air, the championship basketball, as Fitch takes a jumper right there. Leaves it just short. Oswego with the rebound. Starwood bringing it up now for Oswego. He's just going coast to coast.
Travel or offensive something. Oh, they called a block?
They're going to call a block and foul on that one.
I disagree. I think Starwood was out of control there. He could have called a travel or an offensive foul, but instead it's a foul on Morris.
A couple of things you could have picked through. Glad they chose just one. There it is. Now Lockett inbounds. Lockett inbounds to Mason. Mason then finds, Lockett back, but it doesn't matter because it'll be going Crusaders basketball.
Well, there's the offensive foul on Starwood as he gets now called for the moving screen. He said he got his jersey tugged, but officials say he's moving. One official also having words with Xavier Fitch.
Making a substitution are the Crusaders. Wooten in for Morris.
And honestly, you know what that is? Morris, they wanted to give Wooten some rest, but Morris was getting caught flat-footed a number of times trying to guard Starwood. That's why he got in his bag there those last few minutes.
Yeah, no, it makes a ton of sense. Saw the matchup and just took advantage of it. Was Starwood. Both Cosme and Sheehan going for that pass. And unfortunate, but still able to maintain possession. 52 seconds left in this third quarter. Jumper by Wooten right around the baseline. Good. So it's 54-42 with 43 seconds left.
That's the most calm I've seen the Brother Rice offense in this third quarter. That was a good shot from Wooten. Just pass it around. Good jumper.
Yes, indeed it was. Now Lockett up top for Oswego East. Hands it on over to Mason. Mason looking for Ross, but finds Dre Wisdom instead. Wisdom to Wisdom to,
Nice
to
feed.
Starwood. And a nice feed down low to Lockett. Great way to get another additional points to this lead. 56-42 with 10 seconds left to go in this third quarter.
Mason with the assist. Nice chest pass to Lockett.
Cosme at the top of the key, trying to dribble it in, possibly loses it, gets it stripped away by Dre Wisdom. It was going to be good if it goes, hits the front of the rim, and that'll be the conclusion of this third quarter, where we find the Oswego East Wolfpack leading the Brother Rice Crusaders 56-42 here in the Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic. When we return, the conclusion of this ball game, fourth quarter action between these two here on SportsNowChicago.com.
What's up, Chicago? If you're ever, and I mean ever, out looking for good urban food 24/7, come down to White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. White Palace Grill is open 365 days a year since 1939. I personally love the steak and egg dinner, but whether you like burgers for breakfast, steak for lunch, or French toast for dinner, White Palace is the place for you. The diner is a 24-hour urban oasis. Come now, come later. Heck, come now and later. We never close at White Palace Grill, located 1159 South Canal Street in Chicago. Visit us at whitepalace.com or order with Uber Eats or Grubhub anytime, any day.
Hey, I'm Andy Griggs, asking you to help prevent domestic violence. Domestic violence isn't a woman's issue. It hurts all of us. Women are injured and killed every day by their husbands and boyfriends. So it's time for men to take action right now to teach boys that violence against women is wrong, to help prevent abuse before it starts. Call the Family Violence Prevention Fund at 1-800-END-ABUSE to get a free Take Action kit containing tips on what to say to boys. That's 1-800-END-ABUSE. Teach early.
This is your home for sports. SportsTownChicago.com.
Ready to go here for fourth quarter action in the Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic. This matchup right here between the Oswego East Wolfpack and the Brother Rice Crusaders, where we find the Wolfpack leading 56-42 at the beginning of this fourth quarter. Nick Johnston, Chris Rouse on the call, ready to go. Marcos Gonzalez to Fitch right around the elbow. Pumping it, no good. Trying to tip it up, uses that 6'7" length, gets the rebound, and is no good, but he's going to go to the free throw line.
Good effort from Fitch down low, battling for Brother Rice. 18 points in the game. Looking to get 19 and 20 here. Brother Rice would love to score once again. Clock stopped, down 14.
Got to score exactly that while the clock is stopped. That's right now trailing by as many as you are. Clock is not your friend no matter how much is left. Good free throw attempt right there by Fitch.
Starting to see a lot more black and gold filter into the red-clad Hinsdale Bank gym.
No good on the second attempt, but battling is Marcos Gonzalez, and off of Noah Mason for Oswego East, and it'll be Crusaders basketball once again. Sheehan on the inbound to Fitch. Fitch over to Gonzalez, working it really quick to Cosme, all around the horn, and finds Sheehan. Tries to go down low to Wooten, and the ball trickles away, but again, underneath the basket, out of bounds. Wooten on the inbound for the Crusaders gets it tipped by Starwood before we can get anything going, so we'll just go ahead and restart.
Starwood leap it up high, knock that ball off the official.
Cosme now trying to get it into Fitch, but finds Sheehan. Sheehan with a left-handed three-pointer, no good. Pullman hands it on over to Starwood. Starwood up to Lockett to bring it up for Oswego East. Starwood now sitting on the ball a little bit, right around half court. Tries to dribble in, gets a left-handed layup up, but no good. Fighting for it is Sheehan for the rebound, gets it, and then goes up to Fitch for the Crusaders. Fitch stops, pops, and is good for three right there.
There it is, that no wasted motion jump shot, left angle three for Fitch. It's been a while since he's hit one from beyond the arc.
So
timely three.
There you have it right there with just 7:04, just under a minute played right now. The Crusaders drawing within 10. What else will the Crusaders need to do right now to get a little bit closer?
Well, they need some stops, and also they needed a way to get solid scoring out of their patient offense. That patient offense worked in the second quarter. Anytime they go half court now, it seems like Oswego East has their number. So for Brother Rice, you got to find something that's a little more reliable. Maybe go back to Xavier Fitch. Also, we've seen Wooten hit a jump shot, but he hasn't had too many touches as of late. So Wooten and Fitch might be the answer.
It was their It was their 1, 2, and 3. Legitimately, their numbers 1, 2, and 3. They got a lot of the touches and a little bit of Cosme too. So probably what the Crusaders are looking to run through, while Oswego is still looking to maintain this 10-point lead, doing what they can as the Crusaders are full court pressing here with 7 minutes on the dot left in the fourth quarter. Noah Mason getting picked up by Fitch right around half court. There's Pullman now. Pullman to Starwood. Starwood letting everything getting settled on the court before he makes a decision on whether or not to attack or take the shot like he just did.
Ooh.
Pulls up, drains it right in front of Gonzalez.
31 for Starwood.
Starwood having himself an absolute great day. And up and good on the other end is Marcos Gonzalez. Starwood now finds Wisdom. Wisdom back to Starwood, who chucks up a 3 and no good. Rebound by Sheehan. Cosme looking to push the tempo up a little bit for the Crusaders. Almost losing it, but finds Wooten. Wooten at the top of the key now for the Crusaders. Stops and pops right around just inside the three-point line, but no good right there. Wisdom telling them back off a little bit. No need for the pick. Going to have to slow this ball game down a little bit. With just a second to spare to get over half court. He does so. Starwood now still has it right around the right wing of the three-point line. Backing down the defender as Gonzalez finds Dre Wisdom on the opposite end. No good for 3, but rattles around. Lockett on the offensive board, up and good.
Yeah, Oswego East starting to get all the bounces down the stretch.
61-48 with 5:33 left to go. Gonzalez on the other end, layup and good, and one opportunity here for Marcos Gonzalez and the Crusaders.
If there's one thing that Brother Rice can rely on, they know they can get to the basket and draw fouls. That's one thing Cosme, Wooten, and Gonzalez do very well, and Gonzalez the latest to do it here.
If it's even still on the made basket on the other end, Cosme and the Crusaders pushing the tempo to get these open baskets. So good on that. Again, got to do what you can. Down 11 right now, pending the free throw with 5:31 left to go in this fourth quarter. Gonzalez for his free throw attempt and one attempt. No good. Lead still by 11 for the Wolfpack, 61-50 with 5:25 left to go in the fourth. Lockett now going around, waiting on a set of pick or two. Starwood gets it. Lockett leaves it up, no good. But there's Murphy on the board, cleans it up and goes up and good. Fitch on the pump fake on the opposite end for the Crusaders. He gives it to Sheehan, who pumps it over to Gonzalez. Gonzalez finds a wide open Cosme on the base on the three-point line, and he hits it.
No offensive foul, as I believe that was Pullman who went down in the paint for Oswego East on the pass from Gonzalez.
63-53 right now with 4:53 left to go in this fourth quarter. Get a foul called right there on Marcos Gonzalez. Just the team's first foul.
I think one of the fans for Oswego East had an issue with the foul, and the referee told him, all right, that's your one. Next one, warning, and you get tossed out of here.
Oh, to the fan. Yeah, sure enough. Oswego East now. Lockett has Cosme on him for this defensive possession. Almost reaching in. We're going to get a timeout right there for Oswego East as they were trying to set something up but couldn't get anything going. Still up by 10 right now, 63-53. 4:42 left here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Brother Rice down 10. You really need to stop on this possession. I mean, time becoming more and more of an enemy as it ticks off that clock. So down 10, 4:42, get a stop here. You don't necessarily need to force a three, but you are getting into a situation where you need to score every trip down.
Absolutely. It's that last three by Cosme being humongous, still working it through Fitch. And it seems like just about everyone's getting the nice little touches on the opposite end, still working it through Starwood, as is Oswego East. So it's going to be coming to a good conclusion, even still with a 10-point difference right here. Pullman on the inbound to Lockett. Ooh, Lockett passing it over to Mason. It gets tipped and out of bounds, so sideline out of bounds. Still Wolfpack ball.
Fitch got a hand on it there. 4:38 to go.
Lockett now passing on over to Murphy. Murphy finds Mason. Mason over to Lockett. Finds Murphy down low. The big man gets two right there.
Great movement around on the floor by Murphy without the ball. That was great cut from the angle to the right block for the layup.
65-53 with 4:20 left here to go in the fourth quarter. A foul called on that. To be on the floor, we're going to get the free throw attempts right here.
Looks like free throws.
Yeah, we're going to get some free throws right here. So Marcos Gonzalez back at the line right now for the Crusaders. It's Lockett's second personal foul, the team's fourth foul. So one more, and any other fouls will be, the Crusaders will be enjoying some free throw attempts. First free throw there by Gonzalez is good, drawing the Crusaders within 11. And the second attempt is also good. So a 10-point lead for the Wolfpack, 65-55 with 4:16 left to go in the fourth quarter. Lockett now to Mason. Mason trying to find a cutting Pullman, but couldn't. Mason then tries to go up and good. Over right there. Layup.
Nice runner. Banked it off the glass for two, did Mason. 12-point lead for Oswego East.
To Sheehan now for the Crusaders. Sheehan finds Cosme. Cosme dribbling it all over. Sheehan works it to Workman. Workman to Cosme. Cosme, speedy man underneath, goes around, getting on the missed layup attempt, gets tipped by Fitch and good.
Helps to be 6'7". All he had to do was jump. He poked it into the air and went in the basket.
Helps a ton right there on the length as Cosme looking to go in for the steal, but gets a little body-on-body action. So a foul right there. Only the second team foul, so no free throws just yet. 67-57 with 3:36 here in this third place game right now between Brother Rice and Oswego East.
Huge three from Lockett from the right angle.
Humongous one right there, you would think. Tons of some time left for sure.
That's a terrible call. Like, I understand Gonzalez did a Euro step for the layup. My thing is, if there's a foul, you have to call the foul. You can't wait to see if he's going to make the shot to call the foul.
That's true.
Because, I mean, there was contact, but if you're going to call that foul, you have to call it when it happens. You can't say, I already missed it. Now I'm going to call it.
Yeah, that's very much what it kind of seems like it'd be for just hitting them from all levels, from the professional level all the way down to high school. It seems like it kind of does that.
Yeah, you just like that's just as bad as those dudes at the gym who, it's a foul now just because I missed the jumper. Like, no, you just can't shoot.
Yeah, sure enough. Yeah, definitely going to get some better calls here than any rec league without a doubt. But yeah, that was a questionable one for sure. Gonzalez good on both of those. So 70-59 with 3:24 left to go in this fourth quarter. Oswego East getting trapped up, getting a full court press on them from the Crusaders. Gets tipped away as the attempt to Starwood was made. So sideline out of bounds, still Oswego East basketball. Pullman now to inbound into Lockett. Lockett has Cosme and Gonzalez all over him right now. He's able to get it to Pullman. Pullman finds Mason. He finds Murphy. Back to Lockett. Finds a cutting Mason. And yeah, that's Mason getting the dunk right there.
Right corner to the right block. Slam off of a pass from the left angle from Lockett. Beautiful feed.
Fantastic. Two hands with the security on the slam from Mason. Back up by 13 on the Wolfpack. A shot. 3-point attempt by the Crusaders. No good, but an offensive board by Workman. Workman passing on into Fitch, who gets it. No good, but a foul called. So free throws now for Fitch.
Again, Brother Rice doing a good job working the ball inside to Fitch. He draws a foul this time. That's 4 on Mason. So now Fitch will go to the line with 24 points in the game.
71-59 right now. 2:42 left to go. So again, time not in the favor of the Crusaders. They're going to need to do all the scoring that they can from the free throw line. Very much important. 72-60 after that good free throw attempt by Fitch. Fitch awaiting his second shot right now. Got the fans rocking and rolling here in Hinsdale Central for this Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic. Second one good right there, 72-61
Brother
in
Rice
favor of Oswego.
Extending the defense here.
There's Murphy now.
Wow.
Takes a ill-advised shot. Might thought he was going to get the call, but nothing. Gonzalez now for 3 on the opposite end. No good as it hits the front of the rim. That'll be Murphy with the rebound.
I'm noticing Oswego East, they're kind of taking air out of the ball. Every possession trying to take their time. And as I say that, here's Starwood.
Starwood very quickly on that offensive possession. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to stay Oswego East basketball, if I'm not mistaken.
It seemed like when Brother Rice got it down to single digits here in the fourth quarter, Oswego East was trying to take the air out of the ball. They just want to get out of here with the win because Brother Rice is starting to give him a late push as time ticks.
Seems like that. As much as 16, if I'm not mistaken, was the lead for Oswego East. Kind of trickled in within single digits, but kind of lingering within 10, 13 points is the lead right now. So still 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter, 72-61. Got Starwood up top for Oswego East, getting a pick from Murphy. And
nice block.
Starwood gets a shot up and blocked. Cosme on the layup attempt, breakaway, and gets it. So again, within single digits,
that was
are the Crusaders.
That was Workman who got the block to lead the run out for Brother Rice. They find Cosme, and this is what we're talking about. Cosme had his shots early on in the ball game. He's doing a good job of getting to the basket and drawing fouls, but they've sort of gone away from him. It's been Wooten and Fitz for the most part.
Very much so. 72-63 right now. Little timeout just so Oswego East can get settled. Like I said, 1:51 left to go. They're just trying to get out of here with that W, like you just mentioned. So don't want to push too fast. I think that's exactly what they might be saying in that huddle. No need to push it like Starwood was. Just sit on it and let the time click. The time is your friend.
Wow, minute 51 to go. 20 minutes until the championship game is actually scheduled to tip off here in the gym. It's scheduled for 8:30.
Once again, that should be a phenomenal game between the Marion Catholic Spartans and the DePaul Prep Blue Devils right there. Ought to be fantastic.
Yeah, Paul College Prep Rams doing a great job here. They got Mikael Roy. He's been playing huge. He's 6'7". He's going up against James Bullock. He's 6'7". I think the bigs will make this a huge game.
That was fun yesterday, getting to see Bullock and Fitch battle back and forth in that double overtime game. Can't exaggerate that enough, express that enough.
More teams, more all-tournament team players to be announced after this game. They just announced that in the building.
Awesome. Good news right there.
Here's one guy.
Pass there to Starwood.
He'll be on it.
Yeah, exactly. Another made basket. He gets 33 on the night. My goodness, Starwood is having a phenomenal day.
Yeah, he'll definitely be on that list.
Big three out there for Cosme. And a good box out there to not allow a Crusader to get the rebound. It'll be Oswego East basketball.
Yeah, the energy starting to wane from the Brother Rice sideline, especially after that three went right to the bench.
Pullman now to inbound. He gets it into Starwood. Starwood gets a nice bounce pass to Pullman. Pullman now to Lockett, gets it across court.
Ooh.
Able to break with a fast break. And gets another slam by Starwood. 2 hands for security on this one.
Beautiful press break. They put the ball on the left baseline on their own offensive goal. Starwood ran straight down the court for a wide open dunk.
And Oswego East did exactly what you want to do on a full court press. You keep passing until you find the open man. Good layup attempt there by Cosme. So that'll draw the Crusaders within 11, 76-65 with 1:06 left to go.
Yeah, go ahead. I was going to say, we're just waiting on them to let this minute 6 to tick off the clock. I don't really see Brother Rice. Not to say that they can't rally back here, but the way this thing is going, I don't really see them pulling this one out down 11. And also, Oswego East doing a good job of taking the air out of the ball. And if they don't do that, they score within about 10 seconds.
Yeah, big difference from yesterday's game as Oswego East dropped it to DePaul Prep. And from my point of view, it was because of those turnovers that Oswego East had. And they were able to make up for it in this game. Not a lot in this one for sure. And when they were getting pressed, they were able to secure the pass, get a nice bounce pass or a nice chest pass to exactly where they need to go, breaking up the full court press and following a couple baskets. Following that last one, a dunk by Starwood.
Yeah, Starwood, the two-hand slam he just had was nice, but nothing prettier in this entire tournament than that dunk he had earlier on Xavier Fitch.
Do not want to undersell that one. That one-handed slam, poster machine if we had one for sure. That would be one to remember for Starwood, the young man in this Hinsdale Central Classic right now. Coming out of the timeout, like I just mentioned, 76-65, minute 6 left to go for Oswego East and the Brother Rice Crusaders. Got the big man Fitch on the inbound side of things. Almost got picked off. They got bumped into was Lockett as Workman was trying to deflect the pass. All in good fun, all in good sportsmanship as Workman helps up Lockett off the ground. So that was nice to see.
Minute 2 to go in the ball game here. We're still not even under a minute. We'll get it here after the ball comes in.
Nice little dump off there to Starwood. Starwood finds Murphy, and the big man is good once again from inside the paint.
Great feed by Starwood. He was the recipient. Now he drops one off to Murphy for the deuce.
Sheehan jump pass over to Cosme. Didn't even need to hit the floor. And a wide open three drained by Cosme.
Yeah, Brother Rice trying to hang on here. They're constantly looking. How many do we have left? How many timeouts? They're gonna try everything they can to extend this out. Their first loss of the season yesterday. Definitely don't want to go on a 2-game losing streak right away.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want the sourness of losing going back to back. But there it is, 78-68 in favor of the Wolfpack. Just 46 seconds to go exactly. As we see the Marion Catholic Spartans getting ready to go on their side of things. Once again, and also we got our DePaul Prep Rams down low.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, locked and loaded for that championship. Don't go anywhere. That's going to be phenomenal action coming up at 8:30 p.m. Central right here on SportsTownChicago.com.
Right, we got it set for 15 minutes here in the building. And I'm looking at the clock. It says 8:15 over at that Marion Catholic locker room. 46 seconds left in this one. So they're giving about 10 minutes to warm up, and we'll get on the court ASAP, sir.
That'll be good. Nice little trophy, little handouts here for this ceremony, so that'll be fun too. Very much well deserved for all these young men putting all this hard work into this Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic.
Shout out to all the staff here at Hinsdale as well. They've been putting in work in there all week.
Absolutely.
Great hospitality as always this week.
Pullman to Murphy on the inbound, trying to break up this full court press. Passing around is Oswego East. A little bit of confusion right now.
I don't think that's enough fouls to put him at the line yet. still trying to foul to get into the penalty.
Yeah, still one more for that if for Brother Rice to get in there, or excuse me, for the Wolfpack to get into the extras. And another inbound right there, and sure enough, that is the foul by Sheehan.
We need first in the final 2 minutes below the NBA level. Like the constant fouling just to get to the line. We need first in the final 2 minutes below the pro level.
Yeah, I think you're right on that one. Get this ball game a little bit going.
Foul once, and then all right, next foul, put him at the line. Like, come on. Especially in the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, it makes sense, just for the sake of time. So we got 21 there. Pullman ready to go for the Wolfpack. Left-handed free throw is good right there. Lining up with that nail in the free throw line. And bang, no good right there on the free throw attempt. So 79-68 in favor of the Wolfpack. Shot there by Fitch, no good. 20 seconds left as the Oswego East is still going to need to get across the court, and they do. So Lockett will go ahead and dribble this ball game out. Still got some time left, 10 seconds. It's a little bit of filler space right now, as it looks like exactly that. The Oswego East Wolfpack will take down the Brother Rice Crusaders for the Brother Rice Crusaders' second loss in consecutive days. 79-68 being the final here. Did we have any quick thoughts on this ball game? Where was their big takeaways between these two?
Javion Starwood is an amazing basketball player, 35 points. Xavier Fitch is a very good player as well. Just when it came down to it, Oswego East, they were more disciplined. They did a good job of taking the lead, and once they got it, they did everything they could not to relinquish it.
Absolutely. So great action right there between these two men. Great action all around from these two teams. So we'll be taking a step back in just a second to listen in to this award ceremony, who's going to be all team here at the Hinsdale Central Holiday Classic, and to also congratulate the Oswego East Wolfpack on winning the third place trophy here in this tournament.
I think Starwood, we're almost certain that Starwood is one of them here. He's got to be.
I would think so, without a doubt. Having the performance that he did, that should be in there to consider. I don't know. Can we take another guess at the other one?
See how many they got down there? 2?
I think they got 2 right now.
Starwood and Wooten for Brother Rice.
I think that's a good guess right there. I think I would like that one.
Who will present the awards? Let's congratulate from Brother Rice, Cale Cosme.
That's a good pick too. With Cosme over Wooten.
Cale ended with 22 points in this game.
Congratulations there to Cosme.
You could have gone either way with Cosme or Wooten. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Another one.
He set the tournament rebounding record today.
Fitch.
Xavier Fitch.
There you have it. You didn't just hear tournament record in rebounds. Xavier Fitch getting recognized for that and getting the all-team right there. Congratulations to that young man right there.
We have the biggest player and the smallest player on the floor as alternate.
Wow. That's a good accomplishment for Brother Rice.
Yeah.
And finally,
And those were the two that run the two-man game so well on that
the
team.
single scoring record for one game at Proviso at the Hinsdale tournament. He scored
Wrong tournament, buddy.
35 points today. Javion Starr.
Yep, Javion Starr. With no surprise there. He should be all tournament. What a game.
Much deserved for that young man. Balled out without a doubt. That's putting it lightly, to be honest. Like I said, amazing performance right there. And like you mentioned, probably the highlight of this entire tournament with that dunk, that posterizing dunk over Xavier Fitch.
What a game this was for third place. They're going to present the placement trophies, and with that, we'll take a break. And when we return, Nick, you and I will have the championship game right here on SportsTownChicago.com. Any last thoughts on this game?
Oh, all good from here. So I guess, yeah, very much so. So very, very good. Will be joining us here in the championship round between Marion Catholic and DePaul Preps. Once again, Nick Johnson and Chris Rouse signing off in this third place matchup. Join us in just a few on SportsTownChicago.com for the championship. Thank you.
Alert! Alert! Be gone, maxed out.